Good morning, people. Let me preface this by saying the terrorists being beaten up has nothing to do with the evidence or any type of coercion to admit a lie. And Russia would have no reason to want to blame Ukraine for something they didn't do. Because I'm going to tell you this. If Ukraine is not guilty and ISIS is guilty, Russia would go and get ISIS and would not lie about it. And it would have nothing to do with what's going on in Ukraine. They're going to do what they're going to do in Ukraine, whether ISIS did this or didn't do this. It doesn't make a difference. Whoever did it is going to pay. And that is not going to take any of the pressure off of Ukraine. Because Russia's going to do to Ukraine exactly what they've been doing, regardless as to who is guilty of this terrorist act. So let's understand that. And about these guys being beat up, they were going to get, if they got caught, they were going to get beat up. And it doesn't have anything to do with coercion. It has to do with emotions. You kill 133 of those Russian people, injure 120, tried to burn down the building to kill thousands, and you think that if they catch you, they're just going to put handcuffs on you and bring you back? Stop at McDonald's or something? No, they're going to get beat up. In fact, Russia doesn't even have the death penalty. They don't have the death penalty. So the most these guys can get right now is life. And I say that to say that Russia is really more Christian than the United States is. And I will say this. What is happening to the Palestinians is a crime against humanity in accordance with the ICJ, International Court of Justice. And the United States is still supporting Israel with military equipment that, if you don't want to call it genocide, is still a crime against humanity, and the United States is part of it. So the United States has no kind of moral anything going. And as far as Zelensky's statement, all these talking about Russia just wants to blame us for this, that, and the other, and all this name calling, well, you should have ended that. Zelensky should have ended that war with Russia over a year ago, and saved innocent lives. Because there is no chance in heaven or hell that Ukraine is going to win that war. So now, let's get to the facts of the case. Those men are from Pakistan. They're from Pakistan. They were caught headed toward the Ukrainian border. Now, if they wanted to get away quick, they should have went to Belarus. Belarus is much closer to Moscow than going to the Ukraine. Secondly, if ISIS is going to take credit for this terrorist act, then why would the perpetrators lie about it? If ISIS is going to take credit for it, why wouldn't the terrorists they caught just tell the truth? Yeah, we're from ISIS. We're from ISIS. What reason do they have to lie and say that they're being paid in Ukraine and we're going to Ukraine to get paid. There will be no reason for them to lie about it. If they're from ISIS and ISIS is admitting it, then what you lying for? You got no reason to lie. They have no reason to lie. If ISIS said that they committed it, then why would these guys? And then if ISIS did it, why are they going to Ukraine? Why are they saying they're going to Ukraine to get paid? Because if ISIS did it, you're not getting paid. It's just part of what you do. If ISIS did it, then you don't mind dying or committing suicide because you're doing it for holy reasons. So what you lying for? Doesn't add up. Doesn't add up at all. Why would these guys, if ISIS said they did it, why are these guys lying on Ukraine? And where is the proof that ISIS said it? Another thing, the United States is saying ISIS did it. Okay. But, well, why didn't you tell Russia that ISIS was doing this before it happened if you had this information? Because the United States put out in the news that ISIS did this before Russia caught the terrorists. Before Russia caught the terrorists, the United States, said ISIS did it. That's a big mistake. You don't say ISIS did it. You say we have information that ISIS may be responsible. ISIS may be responsible. Because even if you have information that ISIS is going to do this, that doesn't mean that someone else didn't beat them to it. You see? And that's always in that's just legal language. That's always used. You never accuse a person of anything until they have been convicted. Now, there's no proof, and if ISIS did it, it would be all over the news. It would be everywhere. We would see videos of ISIS taking responsibility for it. They don't hide what they do. If ISIS does a terrorist act, they're going to tell you, and you're not going to need, and it's going to be video, and it's going to be tapes of it. And we haven't seen any tapes. And then the United States didn't give Russia any information that Russia could use. You can't just say, oh, we hear it's going to be a terrorist attack on you. So what's Russia supposed to do? Close down everything? Give them some information they can use. Well, if you have some information, where is it going to be? When is it going to be? You're just giving them hearsay. That's just hearsay. Where is your, who told you this? Where is your informant? How did you come about this information? Don't give me a blank check. Nobody signs it, no amount of money on it, and then expect me to take it to the bank. It don't work like that. But then before I catch the people who did it, you telling me now you got all this information. What am I supposed to do with it now? Then I catch them, and you tell me opposite of what they're telling me, and they have no reason to lie. No reason whatsoever to lie. If ISIS is going to admit doing it, why would the terror suspects lie about it? That's the word I was wanting to use, suspicion. See, the United States should have said, we have a suspicion that ISIS did it, not say ISIS did it. Until all the proof is in. And the proof is the terrorist suspects you caught. And if ISIS to repeat myself again, and if ISIS is going to admit doing it, why wouldn't these guys from Pakistan say that we are a part of ISIS? What do they have to hide? There's nothing to hide. You might as well tell the truth. If ISIS said we did it and you're a part of ISIS, why would you lie? You're telling the truth to try to save your life. That's why they're telling the truth, to try to save their life. They got no reason to lie now. So like and subscribe. Talk to you later.